It is true whether or not you believe in it, and the sooner you understand that...
Okay, Neil. Relax, dude. I'm sorry.
Houston, we have a problem.
What's going on, everyone? It's Jeranism, back with another video for you today. Okay, a sensitive subject. Dinosaurs, extinct species, and evolution. If you watch the evidence I give and decide that you would rather believe what you were taught, that's fine with me. You won't catch me yelling at you or going to your channel telling you to drink bleach. Look into everything I say here. Not with a bias. Go look at the evidence. Anyway, let's begin. Let's start out first with 19 species you are happy are extinct. This comes from the channel Factsverse, so he will tell us the animal, and to prove he's not just making this up, I will then go to Wikipedia and we can chat about each animal there. Let's start at number 1.
Number 1.
Pelagornis sandersi.
This is what scientists believe to be the largest flying bird that ever existed. It has a wingspan of up to 24 feet.
All right, I'm pretty excited about animal number 1, Nancy Pelosi. Oops, sorry, that's Pelagornis sandersi. My bad. Can't say I'm glad, though, that this animal is extinct. It just seems like a big bird. It says in Wikipedia that it spent much of its time over the ocean. It says that scientists were surprised it could fly at all because of its weight and size, but I'll tell them to get over it because we got the fossil record. The only known fossil, means there's only one. Can I see it? Oh, good. There we go. Oh, just a few bones and a tree branch there on the right. It doesn't really seem to me that you would know much about it just from those few bones, but it says here that you found them in a former ocean. Something that was an ocean 25 million years ago. Wait, you said he spends most of his time above the ocean, but you've only found one, and you found it in a former ocean? Okay, I'll give it to you. Let's continue on. And so, it had short, stubby legs, and that mixed with its gigantic size, they say it only could fly by jumping off of cliffs. All right, I'm pretty much over Nancy Pelosi. Let's just call her a big bird. Next.
Number 2.
Eobbaria.
This creature is very similar to the modern centipede that we see today. The only difference is that this creature is over 3 feet long.
Did I miss something? The only difference is it's 3 feet long? Well, that's just a big centipede. I'm pretty sure there's 3-foot centipedes now. Well, let me see the fossil. That'll give me more info on it. And what do you know? You've got to pay to see the fossil. The science your money paid for makes all the sense in the world. You know how they always tell us that 99% of the species are extinct? So I went looking exactly what is that number. So I found this article that said 8.7 million, 8,700,000 species. Okay, seems pretty definitive. It says this is a new estimated total of species on Earth, the most precise calculation ever offered, with 6.5 million species found on land, 2.2 million, about 25% of the total, dwelling in ocean depths. And the figure was based on an innovative, validated analytical technique that dramatically narrows the range of previous estimates. Until now, the number of species on Earth was said to fall somewhere between 3 million and 100 million. Then I glanced to the right, and if you look at the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see an article that says, Not So Crowded House, New Findings on Global Species Richness. It says planet Earth may contain millions fewer species than previously thought, and estimates are converging. According to research, a new paper reveals findings that narrow the global species estimate. So I kind of was then stuck like, well, okay, so 8.7 million, but a few million less. All right, I could see that. Then look above that. It says Earth may be home to 1 trillion species. Earth could contain nearly 1 trillion species with only 1/1000th of 1% now identified.
Number 3.
Gigantopithecus.
This creature lived around 9 million years ago around Asia. The way the animal's teeth and jaws are constructed, they were able to chew very tough and fibrous foods by crushing, cutting, or grinding it down.
All right, I guess this one seems pretty cool. 9 million years ago to as close as 100,000 years ago. That's a nice run. To chew, it says it cut, crushed, or grinded its food. Well, isn't that what chew means? It says they stood at 10 feet tall. Wow, huge. but some argue it was only 6.5 feet tall. Wait. Well, don't the bones tell you the height? So they first found some ground up teeth in a Chinese medicine shop. Well, that doesn't seem like a good find. Says since then, very few have been found, aside from some molars in a Chinese medicine shop. All right, that's good evidence. In 1955, 47 teeth were found. Ooh. And in 1958, 3 mandibles and 1,300 teeth were found. I guess they found all of this in a cave, but then they realized that the cave where they found the teeth and the mandibles wasn't a cave when said gigantopithecus was alive. So then they said a porcupine must have brought all the teeth into the cave. Oh, nice one. The porcupine, he gathered up all the teeth in his handbag and brought them into the cave. Yeah, let's move on. Again, believe what you want. I choose not to believe.
It's not something to say, I choose not to believe. You don't have that option. It is true whether or not you believe in it. And the sooner you understand that...
Okay, Neil. Relax, dude. I'm sorry. I apologize. Bless me, Tyson, for I have sinned. Can I just say 10 Hail Newtons and be on my way? Okay, I've been absolved by Father Tyson. And for those keeping score at home, currently my favorite animals are Nancy Pelosi and a close second, the porcupine stealing the teeth and placing them in caves. Number 4.
Number 4.
Andrew Sarcus.
Scientists believe that these animals existed between 36 and 45 million years ago. They were a giant carnivorous mammal. Based on a skull and several of the animal's bones that were found, scientists believe that this animal weighed up to 4,000 pounds.
I don't know. Andrew Sarcus, huh? Only one skull was found, and from that skull, you decided he was the largest mammalian carnivore ever? Really convincing.
It seems to me people have lost the ability to judge what is true and what is not. What is reliable, what is not reliable. What should you believe, what should you not believe?
Me too, Neil. I'm not feeling Andrew hoaxes, so let's move on.
Number 5.
Paleontologists.
This is one of the most frightening creatures that ever existed, and scientists believe that it could grow up to 30 inches long. Fortunately, this creature wasn't very dangerous to humans. Scientists believe that it fed mainly on tetrapods and arthropods.
Fortunately, this animal wasn't dangerous to humans, you said? Let me guess why, because you say it existed 350 million years ago? If you have not looked into where these, air quotes, scientists get their ages from and these dates, please look into it. But I'm calling Bullshitoscorpius, so next.
Number 6.
Megalania.
Megalania is a giant lizard that lived around 30,000 years ago, as they likely grew to be as long as 25 feet. If this is correct, the Megalania would be the largest terrestrial lizard to have ever existed.
Well, now, this is just a Komodo dragon, or monitor lizard. I'm not sure people know, but many animals can keep growing all their life if they can find the food. And in the past, they had less to worry about. So, kangaroos, lizards, fish, wallabies, snakes, all can grow as large as their environment allows. So, to me, this is just a Komodo dragon who got bigger, not a Megalania. But call it whatever you want. It's a big lizard. This next animal is a joke. So when Neil says,
But I don't remember any time where people were standing in denial of what science was.
well, Neil, besides evolution, which we'll get to in a little bit, and the moon landings, let me give you another reason why people might deny science. Could it be number 7?
Number 7.
Helicoprion.
This prehistorical creature lived between 250 and 310 million years ago. This creature resembles the shark, but it has a terrifying mouth. Its teeth were arranged in spiral clusters called tooth whorls. The very appearance of the shark alone is enough to make you drop from a heart attack.
All right, Helicoprion, or what should be called How Dumber We Con. Now, you're free to believe whatever you want, but let's look at what we have here. Now, almost all the specimens of the Helicoprion are the teeth. You heard me. No skull, no spine, no other structural elements, just what they call these teeth whorls. These fossilized spirals are the teeth of an ancient shark. So, hey, you can believe whatever you want. For me, I'm hella not falling for the con, but you can believe in Helicoprion if you want.
This is science. It's not something to toy with.
Hey, don't talk to me about it. Neil, you talk to those paleontologists. I'm not the one making up animals out of teeth fossils. Don't talk to me about it. Let's move on from Helipaleocon.
Number 8.
Anteladon.
This prehistoric creature was very strange looking. It was a pig-like mammal and had a very major appetite for meat.
All right, Enteladon. Well, not a lot on the wiki about this animal, probably because it's just a big boar or a big warthog. Not impressed. Not happy he's extinct. And not impressed with you making up animals because you found some toes and a kneecap. Next.
Number 9.
Analocaras.
This sea creature was native to the Cambrian seas. Its name means abnormal shrimp, and it was closely related to ancestral arthropods. They were easily able to spot their prey because they had 30,000 lenses in each eye. They had the most advanced eyesight of any species or creature to ever exist.
Now, come on. I mean, Kamala Harris has the NSA, so those can't really be called lenses. They're just spying on Americans. Oh, Analocaras? My bad. It looks like a big shrimp with good eyesight. Again, I'm unimpressed. Did it exist? Why not? But here's a picture of the fossil. You tell me. What do you think? Next.
Number 10.
Meganura.
It is believed that this creature lived during the Carboniferous period. It had a wingspan of up to 26 inches. It is considered one of the largest species of flying insects to ever live on Earth.
All right, Meganura, or big dragonfly is what it should be called. Another thing that's not well known is many animals got bigger than would happen today because of the oxygen level in the atmosphere. In the past, there was much more oxygen, so animals got bigger. Now they're smaller. It's called adaptation, something I think people who believe in evolution need to learn about because it helps many species survive here, but never will a species turn into another species. Never will a bacteria become a human being. Doesn't happen, ever. Next.